today's me.
All right, we're going to be doing a commentary on the video. It's my birthday, but I don't care. I'm still going to do it. We're going to be doing a commentary on the video. All I got to say is, black ladies, wow. You guys going to die alone if you don't change your attitude. This is why chivalry is dead. Like, I don't get it. I don't get what you guys don't understand about men, man, and relationships. Like, ain't nowhere in that Bible said that we was put here to make y'all lives better and easy. That's not the case. You're supposed to be our helpmates. So you guys are going against the maker, your creator, God. Excuse me, you're going against God in the way he designed and set everything up in the order in which it's supposed to be. And you're basically saying that, hey, God, the way you set it up, I can do better. I don't like it like that. And I'm not going to go by your rules. And no one's going to hold me accountable when God clearly says you're going to be judged for everything you did here. So you are going to be held accountable. And you need to treat everybody the same as you would treat yourself. But a lot of the black women didn't get that memo or that fax or that message. So it's going to be a problem for you guys in the future, and you're already starting to pay for it now. You will not win the war against men. Men been fighting wars their whole fucking life. I don't know why women think that you're going to come in and win at a war that you're starting, that you're completely doing that's wrong and out of order, and so it's going to cause a lot of y'all to die alone, which is already showing y'all the animal for pets is just increased through the roof. I seen a lady who had 15 birds. She didn't get it after the first 2. Another lady that had 5 or 7 cats. Another one got 2, 3 dogs. You guys just not getting the memo and not getting the message. And this shit is happening with a lot of people getting dogs and cats. They even buying little strollers for their dogs and cats. But anyway, this is part of the reason why. Because you ladies just don't seem to understand that no man that's a boyfriend or a new man is going to do the job of a husband. They're just not going to do it. I'll do it for you one time here. Ain't no man going to do the job of a husband. Okay? Not the new man, not the boyfriend, but husband. And ain't no man gonna do the job of a husband, especially a boyfriend. Okay? It's not gonna happen. You can try it. You might get a free meal here and there, but I'm gonna tell you like this. You're losing all your youth and your best years to get your husband while you sit here and try to ride the penis carousel and think that you got time, when your beauty lasts for a period of time and eventually fades. So you welcome to spend those years however you like. If it was me and I was in y'all's shoes and I had the beauty, I would try to get me a husband. The world wasn't set up for single women. And all the stuff that's going to take place here, you're going to need you a husband. And you best believe ain't no boyfriend going to step in front of no bullet and do the job that treat the girlfriend like he would treat a wife. You're going to be on your own. Y'all going to find out real quick how men really, really are. The men should tell y'all, but a lot of men just ain't. A lot of men are speaking up and a lot of men are staying completely quiet. So if you want a man to do the job of husband, ladies, you're going to have to get you a below average guy that has a problem getting women, and you're going to have to settle with that. A lot of y'all went to him anyway for the money. So, and even made children with niggas. That's bad DNA all the way around. But no one has a problem with that. You want to make some ugly babies and you want to, mix with some bad DNA, then that's that. So, a lot of women got some bad DNA. And you guys also keep all the DNA of all the men you slept with. So y'all just got a whole bunch of shit going on. But anyway, let's get into this video, and you tell me what you think, because I could just tell you that this is sad. Sad if I ever seen it or heard it. And if this is how you ladies gonna be, a lot of y'all gonna be on y'all own.
That's right, you know. And then you want me to pay? Like,
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
No, I'm not paying.
What?
You want me to pay that? I'm not paying that.
If that is a requirement,
I don't care if that's a requirement.
that's a requirement for you to date
How's it a
me.
requirement? How's it a requirement? You told me to come up here and just chill with you. You didn't tell me nothing about pay for no lashes.
Oh yes, you would have to pay for my lashes. It's
You
only.
didn't tell me to come pay for no lashes.
It's only $325. That's nothing.
But you
Yeah,
tell me
baller. That's nothing.
Baller.
You
You
wanna?
didn't say-
That's
but
how
you
you were
told- hold
talking
on, wait
at
a
our
minute.
first
You-
date.
okay, but
So
hold on, wait a minute.
a
Let's get this
requirement to
straight.
date
Okay, let's
me
get-
is to take care of
So
all
a
my
requirement to date you.
expenses,
This our second time.
nails,
So this is our
lashes,
second time.
especially
So this
the
our second
lashes.
time. Care. That's self-care on your part. That's
So
self-care on your
y'all
part.
want us women to walk around here looking cute, have a nice shape, our hair done, nails
Yeah,
done,
that's-
lashes, but you don't want to contribute?
That's
Oh
basic
no,
maintenance.
that is,
That's your
and
basic
that's a
maintenance.
requirement that you
That's
take
my
care
requirement. I'm
of
required that.
my
That's the second time meeting you.
maintenance.
I'm
I
required
don't
second
care
time.
if it was the 18th time
$350
or the
on our
first
second time.
time.
Your
That's a
basic
requirement. You
maintenance
like
to
what
take care
you
of your
see.
self-care.
So in order to keep this
Listen,
up
I'm not
and to
arguing
keep
with you.
this
I'm not-
going, you
Have a
are
good day.
supposed
Have a
to
good
pay.
day. Have a
Oh,
good day.
okay. That's
Have a good day. Stop recording me. Stop
excuse
recording
you.
me. Stop
Where
recording
you?
me.
Look at him.
Stop recording
Look
me.
at him, just cheap. Wanna act like he a baller, but now he wanna run off because it's time to pay. Pay like you weigh.
Right. I'm gonna play that one more time. I didn't have the full surround sound effect in this, so just for us to, just to make sure we all heard what we heard. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna play it on the surround sounds, okay? And listen to it carefully.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for that. Thank you so much. Yeah. What?
You want me to pay that? I'm not paying that.
If that is a requirement, that's a requirement for you to date me.
How's it a requirement? You told me to come up here and just chill with you. You didn't tell me nothing about pay for no lashes.
Oh yes, you would have to pay for my lashes. It's
You didn't tell
only
me to come pay for no
it's
lashes.
only $325.
But you-
Yeah,
you tell me-
Paula, that's nothing.
Paula,
You
you
wanna?
just said-
That's how you were talking at our first date.
Okay,
So
hold on, wait a minute.
a
Let's get
requirement
this
to
straight.
date
Okay, let's
me
get-
is to take care of
So,
all
I'm
my
gonna date you.
expenses,
This is our second time.
nails,
Yeah.
lashes, especially the lashes.
Care. That's self-care on your part. That's
So y'all want us women
You serious?
to walk around here looking cute, have a nice shape, our hair done, nails
Yeah,
done,
that's-
lashes, but you don't want to contribute?
That's
Oh
basic
no,
maintenance.
that is,
That's your
and
basic
that's a
maintenance.
requirement that you
That's
take
my
care
fault. I'm
of
required that.
my
Second time meeting you.
maintenance. I don't care if it was the 18th time or the first time. That's a
basic
requirement. You
maintenance
like
to
what
take
you
care of
see,
yourself-care.
so in order to keep this up
I'm not
and to
arguing
keep
with you.
this
I'm not-
going, you
Have a
are
good day.
supposed to
Have a good
pay.
day.
Okay.
Mission failed. We'll get 'em next time.
Look at him. Look at him, just cheap. Wanna act like he a baller, but now he wanna run off because it's time to pay. Pay like you weigh.
All right. I think we heard that. I think everybody kind of got that. Okay. Let me just say this. This was a second date. And she invited him to the nail shop. He didn't know he was coming to the nail shop to pay for nothing. She was already there, had already done the stuff, and basically said he was gonna pay for it. He shows up and was like, didn't even know he was coming to a nail shop, and this was his second time seeing her. And I want to point out a few things in this video that I'm gonna have to start doing to try to make the point, so you understand a lot more of what I've been saying, guys. And I mean no harm or disrespect, but there's a price for everything From every angle you look at it, you're going to pay some kind of price. And I'm not talking about paying for her shit. I'm talking about if you don't take care of yourself. Okay? She obviously probably is thick. Got a little, you know, body on her. He probably an older dude. You see it. And he's out of shape. She don't like him like that, but she trying to use him to do her eyebrows and her nails. She ain't giving him no ass, and he ain't sleeping with her at all. And she wants him to, she basically wants him, like most women, she wants the new man or the boyfriend to do the job of a husband. This would be the job of a husband, but the husband, this ain't really the husband job. He can do it if he like, but if anybody would be entitled to do it, it would be your husband. Okay? That's the new man. He ain't even the boyfriend. That's the new man. That's not his job, ladies. Listen to me. Black ladies everywhere. No man is going to do the job of a husband. I don't give a shit who you are, what you look like. The only way he gonna do the job of a husband is if he sees you as a wife. For him to see you as a wife, you have to act like a wife. This, what I'm seeing with you guys don't respect the men at all. That's really the truth. Y'all looking for free meals, handouts.
I don't know what the fuck going on TikTok, but these bitches on here begging more than the damn homeless people. They getting on here pole mouth and they starting off with a goddamn story that nobody want to hear, goddamn it. Everybody's struggling. And then you look at their nails is did so pretty and they so long. And I know they paid $150 to $200 for them. Then they got these lace front wigs on their head, the eyebrows, eyelashes, and all did. Everybody's struggling. Everybody bound to have a light bill, $400 and $500. A lot of people got bigger fish to fry. I'm about to get put out my house. Y'all got a motherfucking badass story, but ain't nobody goddamn gonna buy that goddamn story. Y'all might well get off your ass, put your big panties on, and figure it out. Y'all better get on here and do something. If it ain't never bust it open, y'all better do something, because ain't nobody on here better be giving out no goddamn money, and we already in poverty as it is. We trying to figure this shit out too. So y'all could get off of here trying to bring this sob-ass story to life. Because I'm not going to read that goddamn book, and I'm not going to pay for it. So get the hell off here with that begging and shit.
Somebody to come in and pay some of your bills. Y'all go to these guys that are out of shape, older guys, men that are basically below average men, and want those men to pay for your shit. All the while you letting Lil D break your back, and he ain't got a nickel and he ain't giving you shit. But you like how he look, or you want to let him fuck you real good and break your back while you go over here and take money from people who really like you and really want to get to know you, and you gonna take their money because you ain't really liking them and try to play that man. This is the second date. You know how much she said them lashes cost? I think she said it was $320 or $350. $320, I think she said. Who gonna pay that for some lashes? $320. Listen to me, ladies. Men don't even like that shit. The men don't like it. They might compliment you on it as just trying to be nice because he wants some booty, or he trying to get in them draws. Okay, he trying to drop it off, knock you off and drop you off. Okay, I won't say that. The men that this man would have literally dated her. He obviously liked her. He want companionship. He willing to do nice things, but not from somebody he just met. If he gonna pay for you like that, he need to be getting in them draws. You need to be getting. If you can come to a man like that and ask him for money like that, he should be able to ask you for some booty like that. And booty just another way of saying the other words, so I don't have to go all out on it. If you can ask the ladies, if you can ask a man for some money, you should be able to be prepared to give him something in return. Nothing's for free. Now, if you don't want men to look at you like a hoe and look at you like you prostituting yourself, then you should not be asking for money like a prostitute, because it's really hard to tell the difference. I seen the lady on the podcast yesterday say she should be able to dress like a hoe, but men should not look at her in that way. And I just laughed at that shit. And the man was coming at her on Ugly Money. He was telling her ass what time it was. He was like, if you dress like one and you talk like one and walk like one, you gonna be one to us, which is true. Ain't nobody got time to go through all your shit. You know how many women it is here? You know how much other shit we got going on? Ain't nobody got time to go through your shit with you. You ain't special. You ain't a superstar. You ain't nobody special. And even if you a superstar, if you ain't giving me nothing, you ain't special to me. This lady completely took advantage of this man. This man came there. This is a second date. She's not interested in him, in case you don't know it, guys. He could have went on 4 more dates with us. She would have kept trying to drain him. This is what they do to you when they don't respect you and they have no intentions of sleeping with you. For him to get some ass, he would have had to take on a bunch of dates, spend a lot of money, and then he would have asked for some, and she would have kept asking him for shit. And then when he finally asked her for some, he'd spend over $1,000. And then even then, she still might not do it. So, ladies, I want to say this to you and see if this makes a little more sense. Why would a man invest into you like that to lose his investment? Why would he invest into something that he's not going to get nothing in return? Why would he invest into something that can just get up and walk away and is not his wife? He ain't getting nothing out of that deal but some she think just her listen, a lot of women think just being in their presence entitles them to money. And I believe they do this with certain men who they see they can get away with that shit with. A man that's below average or an average man that don't have his body together, but they know he got a little money, they gonna try to hit him for it. They wouldn't dare do this with a man that looked at the part and had the money, or the man that looked at the part, because they know the man that looked at the part can go get any woman he want. So they're not finna come in there pulling that shit with him. At least they should have enough sense not to. A man that look nice and take care of himself can get any woman he want. So who are you to come in there and act like that? I guarantee you she ain't no 8, 9, or 10. She's probably an average looking chick. With her nails in her hair, she might be cute, and she still might be average. Because a lot of them, even with that shit on, be average or still below. So if you got that on and you average or slightly above average, what you look like when you take it off, them numbers dropping drastically. And it's sad because look at how the black women have decided to be. It would be much more nicer life for them if the women didn't do this. But the women are just doing things they should not be doing. You don't want nobody to look at you as a hoe like you're selling yourself, but you are selling yourself. You're asking men for money that don't know you. You're a stranger to him. Ladies, you're not special. You're only special to the man that knows you, to your family members, not to no man that just met you or just dating you. You ain't special. To us, you're just another woman. You're not special to us, and that's the truth. So I want to make this clear because for some reason, the women somewhere in this memo that they all got that the men didn't get, they're thinking that you special and you entitled to things. And I feel sorry for most of y'all. And I'm going to tell you why. You guys are your looks are already fading. A lot of y'all already them older years. You go a little further along and you just gonna look like who did it and where they went. Ain't no man gonna even wanna hold the door for you. If they do, it'll be out of pity, mercy. But I can honestly tell you that when your looks fade, all this bad behavior you got going on, you gonna be a booger wolf with nobody wanting to deal with you. And your attitude is horrible, so you're going to die by yourself. One lady was walking the dog, and the dog was running away from her. He was going back to the house, but he left her ass and didn't think twice about it. Walked off, ran off, left her ass. You ladies really don't understand how bad y'all attitudes are. that even animals don't want to deal with you. And one lady was talking about, we just gonna go to the women. Listen to me. A man on the podcast say the highest domestic violence is between women, dyke women, lesbians, whooping on their ass. And I can't blame them. A lot of these women say shit they shouldn't say, and ain't nobody ever held them accountable. So you know that's gonna equal to an ass whooping in the future from somebody. You're gonna get it. You ain't gonna avoid that ass whooping. I'm here to tell you, the men might not give it to you, but somebody gonna give it to you. Y'all need to learn how to treat people and how to talk to people. I don't know how y'all could be on this planet and not treat and talk to people the right way. I just don't get it. What's so hard about treating people the same way you would treat yourself? If you did that, you'd have a better life. Why would God bless nasty, evil people? Because only an evil, nasty person would treat people bad and then try to use them and take their energy, their life force from them, and the money they done worked hard for. Get off your ass and get your independent jobs and pay for your own lashes and your nails. That's your personal maintenance. It ain't no man's job to keep your maintenance up. Listen.
Hold on, because I'm trying to understand. And to the bougie ladies, y'all can help me understand in the comment section down below. What you mean y'all leaving y'all men? Y'all hard-working men that make sure they provide his food on the table and sometimes got clothes in your back, and even that's not his job. I really think it's a woman's job to make sure she got clothes. You feel me? I really think it's a woman's job to make sure she keep her nails and her feet done. What you mean you left the man because he can't afford you? What you mean? What y'all mean? Then y'all got women under the comments on my post about eating that Longhorn and Outback saying, well, the men need to stay out of their DMs or stay out of their way if they can't afford them because they not eating that Longhorn and they not eating that Outback. So what you want to eat? He put food in the crib. Cook it. It's not his job to do. It's not his job to buy you Fendi, Gucci, Chanel. It's no value in that. A man in his right mind ain't finna do that. Hear me out. It's a plus when you ask him, babe, I need my nails and my feet done, and he pay for it. Babe, I want this bag, and he buys it. But it's not mandatory. He don't have to do that. And if he tell you no, that don't mean you leave him, or that don't mean he can't afford your lifestyle. That's ridiculous. You finna die with 9 cats and 2 dogs. God damn. And no ring on your finger. And there's a lot of men leaving these women because they really like, you know what? I'm sorry, I can't be with this girl because I can't afford her. He got a job, he paying bills, and he keeping food on the table. And y'all still making the men feel this small. Oh, well, you can't afford my lifestyle. Or every time I ask him for money, he say no. You should have a job. And it's a plus if you have a job and a man tell you keep all your money. What you doing with your money? It was a time when us women couldn't work and we fought so that we can work. You got a job now. We can work. Go accumulate your own money. You want a $5,000 bag? You go buy it. You want $7,000 pair of shoes? You buy it. It's amazing, and it's a plus if we do find a wealthy man that'll be able to do that for us. You feel me? But it's not mandatory. And y'all got the nerve to be out here making real men that's working feel this little because they can't buy you a pair of $7,000 shoes. Not everybody's rich. Not everybody's wealthy. Some people just making it. And y'all got some nerve. And we already on a shortage of real men. Half of them is either dead or in prison. And y'all want to take advantage of the ones that's out here providing for their families and working, putting food on the table, giving you money here and there. And that's still not enough. Y'all out here making posts talking about I had to leave him because he can't afford my lifestyle. Get a grip. A real man knows the value of $1. It's a man's job to lead and provide. It's not our job to lead because God knows if us women had to lead, we'll drown ourselves in a damn hole. You gonna die with a turtle.
Another lady on this podcast, Ugly Money, said that she wanted a man to do what she wanted to be like Ice-T and Coco, where he got her boozed in and he don't tell Coco. Ice-T's an idiot. I seen him before. He not a bad person in person from what I saw in South Beach briefly, but he an idiot. Why would you pay for a woman to get her titties did and then other niggas gonna squeeze them titties when she walk away from you? Nah, leave her how she was. She want her titties did, she need to pay for it. All you old guys and you fat guys and you out of shape niggas that chose to be out of shape, there's a consequence for that. And let me just tell you something. You guys chose not to do that and you went after the money. You guys might have got the money, but now you only getting used for the money. They only want you for your money. There's a price to pay for that. When you fix these women up, these fixer-uppers that you guys are doing, when y'all get them together, they leaving your ass. And then they gonna go to the dude that wouldn't give them shit and they gonna let him squeeze them titties and squeeze that booty you just bought. It's gonna be another nigga with his hands on them titties and lips and tongue on them titties and squeezing them titties. You know why? Because she gonna let him do it. You think she gonna say, my ex got my titties done? No. She ain't gonna tell that nigga nothing. She gonna let him think that she got her body and she did it. Like all of them, they get their body did it. Most of them broke. Most of them broke. Most of them broke. They don't got their shit together. They broke. And then people are sitting here treating them like they acting like they're superstars in their broken shit. I watch them come out of strip clubs and get in Ubers. I watch them come out of strip club and get in cabs. I've seen them at a cousin that he run a strip club. And when I went there to see him years back, whenever I stopped by and saw him, this is all I ever seen. Listen, when a woman is dressing like that, showing her body, guys, or she asking you for a lot of money on the first date or trying to get some money from you, it involves you paying out some money to talk to her, you might as well just leave her alone. Don't even talk to her. Save your money. You're dodging a bullet. If you go down that road, it's going to end bad for you. The women, what I see about them is they don't have a heart or a conscience. They just don't care. They don't have no mercy. They do not care. They will drain the life force out of you. I watched one lady in another state. She was dealing with this white guy. He had got his shit together. He had failed in life, got his shit together, got him a nice house for him and his son. His ex-wife had took him to the cleaners. He got his shit back together. Took him some years. He was in debt with his crib. He got the debt paid off, got the crib paid up. Got his shit together, had a nice car, had a house. He was on the streets at first. And he came through all that adversity. Met this lady, white guy and a white lady. Met this lady, and the lady started being with him and sleeping with him. Below average guy, a little short dude, older guy. He wasn't fat or out of shape. He was just a really short dude. Seemed like a nice guy. But the lady literally took him to the cleaners, bro. Slept with him a couple of times, gave him some lollipop time, got his brain, and started asking him for money and telling him she finna lose stuff. And he went to giving her the money. Then she got him to take money, equity from his home. He went to doing that, giving her thousands and thousands and tens of thousands. And she was an average looking chick. She really was. Next thing you know, this nigga homeless and she gone. She with somebody else, done blowed all his money. And they have nothing to show for it. Let me say something to the people who think you gonna get the money and it's gonna make everything better. To the robbers, the stealers, the killers, the users, the abusers, and all the women and people who think you just gonna get money and it's gonna solve your problems, let me enlighten you. Rich people do a lot more than you think they do, and they're a lot smarter than you think they are. They didn't get the money being stupid. Even when you get the money, you have to maintain the money. Everything requires maintenance, right?
He's right, you know.
So when you get the money, let me give you an example so you get it. Let's say you go and buy that nice $1 million home or $2 million home or however many acres you want. All them acres have to be maintenance. Cut, grass got to be cut or kept unless you got some woods, okay? The maintenance of those places is going to run you thousands and tens of thousands of dollars a month. If you got the Lambos, if you got the Rolls Royces, the Bentleys, Those bumpers and shit on those cars like $20,000, $17,000, $30,000. Let me explain something to you. The insurance on those things are a lot. The maintenance on those things are a lot. So let's say you had a certain amount of millions. Like let's say you had 7. It ain't gonna do you no good if you go buy a whole bunch of expensive stuff, because now you're gonna have to spend a whole lot of money to maintain those things. The maintenance of those things never go away. So every month you're gonna be kicking out all this money for your house, for your insurance on your house, for your car, for the insurance on your car, for the wear and tear on your car, for the maintenance on your car, for the bills, your utilities, for your expensive lifestyle. How can you, how you think that, what do you think that $7 million gonna do for you if you have a multi-million-dollar home and $500,000 cars? It's gonna be gone. It's gonna get ate up. This is what I always found crazy about people who do all this crazy shit, selling drugs, robbing and doing all this shit. It's never gonna be enough. You'll have to do it for the rest of your life, because most of you guys don't have a plan what to do when you get the money. And you have to have a plan what you're gonna do with the money that's gonna make you more money, where you will at least say, you know what, I'm cool with this amount, I'm cool with this house, I'm cool with this car, I'm good, I ain't gonna do it no more. Don't none of y'all I see have that plan. The women are taking the money from men, and then you go see them, they taking out their clothes, they sucking and they blowing for the money and doing all this nasty shit for these pocketbooks or these bags. And 2 or 3 months after they got the bag, a new one come out, that shit outdated, and they gotta repeat the process. They should put that motherfucker in a glass case for all the nasty shit they had to do just to get it. And then if they got a closet full of them bags, you know, it been a lot of men in this picture.
He's right, you know.
And let me just say this. It's never gonna be enough. The hairdo never gonna last. The nails never gonna stay. So you're gonna need this maintenance throughout the rest of your years. Men are not gonna keep you up when your beauty fades. So you can use your beauty for your temporary period of time. But when your beauty fades, that's it. Now you gonna have to come out your pocket, and a lot of the guys, you're gonna be coming out your pocket anyway. What, you might get a hairdo here and there every couple of months. You might get some sucker to do it, and you wasting all your time chasing a couple of dollars that you could have just went and worked and saved up your own money and got your own hair done whenever you wanted to. You ladies really need to stop being dependent on the men. Since you wanted to be on your own, you need to depend on yourself. And quit asking men, since you independent. Independent people don't ask for nothing. Quit asking the men for shit. You're a grown ass woman. That's your maintenance. You should fix your own self up. Everything requires maintenance. And if you don't keep the maintenance up, it goes away. It turns ugly. It gets bad. It starts to deteriorate and destroy. You have to be willing, whatever it took to get it, you have to be willing to do it to keep it. Period. If you go get a multi-million-dollar home and you go get multi-million-dollar cars, you need to make sure that you make that same money come in every month to maintain those objects. Otherwise, the money will eat up and eat up and eat up till it's gone. And not to mention your extravagant lifestyle of traveling and eating and butlers and chauffeurs and bodyguards, if that's what it is. You gotta keep, that's why people gotta keep singing. That's why people gotta keep acting. That's why people gotta keep doing the stuff they do. Because you have to keep that money coming in that it took to get that shit. You have to keep that money coming in to keep that shit. That's why whenever I left a relationship and I had a house and cars and it wasn't paid off, I didn't care if the woman took it. Unless it was my personal car, then I took my own shit. But if it was in the beginning when this was going on, I didn't care if the woman took it. Because she's going to have to maintain all of it herself. And the new nigga is not going to come in and maintain. He might like to drive the cars that I picked out, that I set up. But he not going to keep the tires up. He's not going to keep it washed. He going to just drive it. Remember, he ain't got shit. That's why he using your shit. So when your shit start to go bad because of y'all bad selection in men, because y'all picked the worstest to date.
He's right, you know.
You ladies got this shit all wrong. Y'all want to give everything to the man that don't want y'all. And I guarantee you the guy that's breaking her back, I guarantee you the guy that's breaking her back, he ain't taking her to no nail shop and he ain't getting no eyelashes and nails done. And before you say, oh, but how do you know? Because if he was doing it, she wouldn't have to ask him for it. That's how the fuck I know. God damn! If he was doing it, she wouldn't have to ask this other guy for it. Listen to me, guys, and listen to me well. If a woman had men that was doing all the shit that they say that the men are doing, they would not even talk to you. Think about it. If she had a man that was paying all her bills and taking care of her and keeping her up to date, she wouldn't even look your way. Why would she want to look your way when she got guys that are doing all these things for her? Why would she look your way? So I want you to think about that. Because women are big, they lie all the time, bro. They lie to each other, they lie to themselves, they live in imaginary land, and then they lie to the new people they meet. Because everybody don't want to tell the truth. A woman don't want to be truthfully about anything. And that's a very pathetic, sad thing to see. A grown woman in her later years that's still lying. Listen, if you in your 30s and 40s lying and 50s lying, ain't no hope for you. Because if you still gotta lie at them age groups, then you ain't even a person no more. Ain't nobody gonna deal with you. And as your beauty and looks start to fade, all you got is lies when it come to words. So ain't nobody gonna look at none of that stuff either. So you gotta understand that if that's how you doing it, ain't nothing coming for you. The only thing gonna be for you is the streets. Sorry, bro. Listen, guys, okay? And pay attention. If a woman had her shit together like she claimed, she wouldn't have to ask you to do it for her. Because let me tell you something. If she was rich, she wouldn't even look this guy's way. If she had money, that's what, because women think they're better when they get things. And that's the difference between men and women. You got some guys like that. Most of us guys are humble. We'll get nice things and we'll never put it in your face like, I got this and you don't got that. And then I heard a lady on a podcast say, well, I got my good job and my career and the men are intimidated by me. And the men quickly told her, men aren't intimidated by you. And no, ladies, listen, I've said this in other videos. We're not intimidated by you because you don't have, listen to me. Why would a man be intimidated by you? What you're basically saying is that you date low-level men that have nothing, and you feel that they're intimidated by you because they don't have anything. And what you guys do is continue to believe that all the rest of the men are like this. Listen to me. And the man was telling her, you just dating bullshit niggas. I'm gonna say something even more. Ain't no man intimidated by you because you got a job, because you make money, because you got a nice car. That ain't intimidation, sweetheart. Men don't care about what you have. If the men cared about what you had and your jobs meant so much, all the men, if your jobs meant so much, the men would be being with those women who had those jobs. But that's not what's happening, okay? Let me just say it like this. I almost lost my train of thought. Let me say it like this. No man is ever gonna be intimidated by no woman. Men don't care about what a woman has, and here's what I was gonna say. Ladies, listen. You want your jobs to mean something to a man? You want your careers to mean something to a man? You want your schooling, your degrees, for us to look at that and feel some kind of importance to it? Contribute. Take out of your paycheck every 2 weeks and put into the men. Pay for the dates. Then we'll care about your jobs. We don't care about your shit because you don't pay for nothing for us. You don't give us shit. If you decide to treat us to a dinner date, that might be one time out of fucking 30. The man is paying the lion's share of everything. He's sharing his shit with you. Let me say this. When you make more money, you're supposed to spend more. You're supposed to contribute more. That's what the money is for a man. Men have been sharing their shit their whole lives, while you motherfuckers, ladies, haven't shared shit with the men. So let's get something straight right here, right now. No man cares about no woman with no job or no career. If you ain't sharing your shit, then you ain't to me, you're not a high value woman. To me, there is no such thing as a high value woman. And I'm going to explain it. And I don't think many can disagree with it. You got some men that's sitting here saying, okay, yeah, we got some high value women. No, you don't. Ain't no high value women here. And I'm going to tell you why. A high value man is a man that is sharing his shit with other people. He is spending money to take people out. He is sharing his house. He's sharing his cars. He's sharing all the stuff, his success, with the woman that he chooses to date. The woman who is successful ain't sharing none of her bank account, none of her cars, none of her money, none of her crib with you for you to have an opportunity to take it from her. Dumb women ain't sharing shit. So you ain't a high value woman to me. A high value, a successful man is sharing his shit with you. An average man is sharing his shit with you. A below average man is sharing his shit with you. You ladies don't share nothing with none of the men. So your money don't count. Your degree don't matter. His degrees matter. Cause he done went and got his degrees, got the job, and he's sharing his money with you. You ain't sharing shit with him. So why do we give a shit about your job when your job ain't gonna make a benefit to us neither way? If you got a job and listen, if $1 million nigga sitting right next to me, I don't care who it is. If $1 million nigga sitting right next to me or you, and they don't want to give you a penny of their money, what the hell does it matter what he has in a bank account or what he drove up in? If he's sitting in your shit, you spending your money, he's spending none of his money. Why does it matter what he has? It's like having a broke nigga next to you. So let me tell you something, ladies, so you hear me well today. And I want to make sure you got your hearing turned all the way up. A woman on the corner selling flowers, a woman in the grocery store bagging groceries or ringing up the register, and she got a nice body and she's family oriented and she's willing to put in $50 here or $100 there, and she ain't got none of those degrees and she ain't successful in none of those businesses, but she does her job and willing to put her little bit in with that man, she has more value than you do, because you're sharing nothing and she's willing to share her shit. Let's just say she doesn't. Let's say she ain't got it to share, because y'all like to do status and pull rank. So let me show you something so you get it. The woman that has nothing, that's in that grocery store, that has a better body than you or looks just as good as you, and she is putting the man first, and she's feminine, and she wants a family, and she wants a relationship, and she gonna cook and clean and do all this stuff for this man, and you over here, you ain't really doing it because you think you a boss, and you feel that because you make the money, you get to call some shots because you masculine as fuck. Let me explain something to you. If you give 0 and she has nothing, with no degrees, and she gives 0, where's the difference in the two of you? Y'all the same. This is how men view you. This is why a man will go fuck the lady that ain't got no degrees, ain't got no great job, but she got a decent job and she look good and she treats him right. It's about how you treat us that we're looking at. Your looks and then how you treat us. We ain't gonna overlook you if you fat, and we don't want fat people. I seen another podcast. They got all these black motherfuckers on the panel that's supposed to, these black men and women, I don't know their names. I've seen them a few times where they sit on the damn panel and they're throwing out shit like they, you know, like they know. And then I see them try to coddle motherfuckers and don't want to hurt certain women's feelings and don't want to tell the truth and talking all this shit. I don't agree with that shit a lot. Some of the stuff they say be okay, but they be trying to bring religion into it, and that ain't got shit to do with our free will choices. I don't give a shit about none of it. You believe in God, that's great, but it's your free will choices and your mindset that we're dealing with here, and the decisions that you have made. I'm gonna comment on some of their podcasts and show you who I'm talking about, but I seen a podcast with them where they were talking to this lady. The lady signed a contract with the man for being fat. The man she was coming to made her sign a contract that she would lose the weight for him to marry her. All the motherfuckers on the panel missed this shit. So I'm going to go ahead and go into it because I hear it more than what you're telling me when you're talking to me. You give off more information than what you say. The lady came on and said she did a contract with the man. She fell in love with the man and that she wanted to be married. She was in her 40s and she was really in a rush to get married. Originally, that's what she said. She wanted to be married because she was in her 40s and she was getting older and she was panicking. So she wanted marriage. They missed this part. They grazed over. They missed this part, which means they got mad with the man for having a preference. The man made her sign a contract, a real physical contract that she would lose the weight for him to marry her. Here's what I took from that. And I'm going to put this shit on video. I ain't going to go great into it, but I'm going to make the point. She came to that man. She was sleeping with that man. She liked that man. That man was a nice man because she said that he was working out with her, but he was straight up with her that he didn't want no motherfucking overweight woman. Now, let me say something to you ladies because them niggas on that panel ain't got the heart to. You're going to be on there, you get your little money and then you get a little success and you start changing and not wanting to be straight up. And then start lying to the women because you got other women on the panel with you that can't handle the truth because they're a little bit on the heavy side, some of them themselves. Let me say this. Ladies, men don't like big women. Okay? I don't have an issue with a thick woman, but a lot of men do not like thick, heavy women. They'll sleep with you, they'll date you, but they're not gonna marry you. Because here's how the men gonna look at it. If you thick and heavy now, down the road you gonna get bigger, and he don't want no big woman. So they'll sleep with you, they'll date you, they not gonna marry you. Okay? The lady went and took Ozempic. Here's what nobody asked her. Did he tell her to do that? Because what I gathered from it, he didn't tell her to do that. She chose to do that because she was so desperate to lose the weight because she didn't want to do the damn work. She came up there doing what all the women do. Tell half of a fucking story and leave out all the important shit that she don't want to tell that I could hear when she told that story. They just didn't fucking get it. The lady came to the man and was pushing marriage to him. He ain't asking to marry her. The women said, why is he even sleeping and dealing with you if he don't want to marry you? Let's get something straight, ladies, because none of them niggas on that panel wanted to tell y'all black ass. So I'm going to tell you, men will sleep with you and not date you. You might be good enough for us to sleep with, but not good enough for us to date. You might be good enough for us to date, but not good enough for us to marry. When it comes to marriage, a man is very picky about what he wants you to look like and what he wants when it comes to marriage. All of us are. We don't have to worry about time like y'all do. And marriage is not our goal. It is a below average man's goal. It is not an above average or average man's goal. I'm going to say that again so all you ladies, you heifers out there in TV land can fucking hear me. Black women, make sure you hear me when I'm telling you this. Y'all think that we want what you want and we don't want what you want. A man's goal when he talks to you and asks you out, he want to sleep with you. He ain't asking you out because he just likes you. He has an agenda. He likes you to sleep with you. He would like to date you, but that depends on how you are with him as he's dating and talking to you. If you want a relationship, you need to fix your attitude, or you just gonna be somebody's plaything. You'll be recreational use only. It's real simple for us. We're not emotional creatures. So we make this decision very fast, ladies. You take a long time to make a decision and you look at a whole bunch of shit that is irrelevant. We don't look at none of that shit. We can already know and tell what this gonna be like based off your attitude. So if you're beautiful and you're 8, 9, or 10 and your attitudes are 2 or 3 and you don't have no catering because you got bad attitude, that means you treat people bad. You treat people bad, that means you don't cater to them. So your catering comes with a price. Your submission comes with a price. Guess what? In the Bible, it don't say they're supposed to be submissive to all the men that you date or you choose. So let's get it like this. If you're pretty and you look great and you got a great body, but your attitude is horrible, you have no catering skills, you're recreational use only. We'll kick it with you sometimes when we can tolerate you, but we really don't want to be around you like that because men love peace. I'm going to tell you we love peace. Most men don't want big women, and most men don't want older women. Only a small percentage of us do, and y'all already outnumber us millions to one anyway, so there ain't no hope for you. Because ain't no other men, white men don't even want that. They don't like big women. Men don't really like big women, ladies. I'm just going to tell you the truth because I see that the men on that panel didn't want to be honest. That lady was pressuring that man for marriage. And that man basically told her that he didn't want a big woman to marry. And that for him to marry her, she had to lose the weight. The women say, well, why is he even sleeping with her? Because that's what we do. We can date you. Our goal is not marriage, ladies. It's not marriage. It's sex and maybe a relationship. Depending on how you are, how you treat us, that determines if we marry. We don't come in there thinking about when we sleeping with you that we want to turn this into marriage. No. If we meet a woman and we physically are, we're physical creatures first. If she's beautiful, here's how our minds work. Man, I like to make her my wife. She's so beautiful, I like her to be my wife. But there are some women, we don't look at them like that because you don't look that way to us. Man, she just got a fat booty, man. I would really love to hit that. Man, she got a nice little body. I really love to hit that. And maybe I could date her. It depends on how she is. But we ain't thinking about marriage. And we don't have to worry about time the way you do. Ladies, I want you to wrap your mind around this. We don't have eggs and we don't have a time frame on making babies. So we don't think the way that you think we think. And our goals are not the goals that your goals are. Since you have a time frame, all your stuff has to be, your beauty is for a period of time, basically 18 to 24. I say 28, I give you an extra 4 years. The government and all the other men say 24. That's the facts. 18 to 24, you'll peak, and then when you hit 30, your looks start to go because you're aging out. Your body ain't gonna get your looks ain't gonna get no younger, and your body's not gonna get no better. So 30 to me is your wall. 35, you at high risk pregnancy. So if you waited late in your years to go and get into these relationships with these men to make a family, the men who want big families are not gonna pick you because you're old to them. Listen. If a man is 40 and a woman is 40, she's old to him. She ain't in the same level as him because we get our better things in our later years. So our best developed body comes in our 30s going up. So if we take care of ourselves, we get our better bodies in our 30s going up. That's a fact because our muscles and stuff don't mature till we in our 30s. People who get that shit early, they work real hard and they take shit. It's just it. Or they work real hard and they get their body what best they could get it. But they get it, okay? Now, when you in your 30s, you get your better body. And you ain't got to worry about that taking shit. Your body's just going to look good if you work out. If you do the work. If you don't do the work, you're going to look like shit. Or average. And there's nothing wrong with being average because most of us, we all come in as average people. Men understand what it's like to be below average, average, and above because a lot of us have been in all those roles throughout our younger years going up. So I've been on all sides of the gate. When I was skinny, I was average. All the other guys were bigger than me, so I would have been below average to them. Okay? Then when I got older and I got bigger, and I worked out hard and I got bigger, got into my 18 going up, got bigger, I went to above average. And then the bigger and bigger and bigger I got, the more I went up. But I had to build it all. The car, the jewelry, the house, the stuff, the success, I had to build it all. So a man builds everything that he is. He has to build who he is. A woman inherits hers. She don't got to build her titties. She ain't got to build her hips and her booty. She get it from her mama. Y'all inherit y'all body. All y'all got to do is maintain it. You can make it better, but all you got to do is maintain it. Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all have it easy and y'all don't want to deal with that. Y'all have y'all advantages and we have our advantages. This is the way I see it, because this is the facts. This is what it is. Okay? Ladies, a man is not looking for marriage when he is dating you. Marriage is something that will come up as he gets to know you. We ain't gonna marry no motherfucker we don't know that just gonna come in because she look good and we gonna sign our life on the line to be responsible for her, take a bullet for her, die for her, protect her, and give half our shit to her. What do you think? We're dummies? Are you out of your fucking minds out there? Wake up in TV land and quit listening to these women that don't got no men and look at the reality that you living in and not the shit you want it to be. There are way more y'all than us, and you guys want a small number of men that you're never going to get. So you're going to die by yourselves and you're never going to be happy because you're not going to get those men. You need to lower your expectations, take some of these opportunities that's coming your way, and go on with your life, because if you don't do that, you're doomed. The men are picky when it comes to a wife. The women say, well, why is he sleeping with her and he don't want to be with her? Because that's what we do. What do you think? We're looking at everybody we sleep with, we want to marry? Hell no. Your coochie ain't that good. You out your damn man. It don't matter what you look like. You could be a 10 and your attitude hard. We don't want to marry you. We'll be stupid to marry a motherfucker with a bad attitude like Oscar the Grouch, but she look good and we can't even stand being around her ass 5 minutes. We gonna knock off and drop off. Do our thing and drop off and keep it moving. We don't want no woman like that. And then if you out of shape and you got a bad attitude, you already done. Your shit the curtain's been closed on you. You can't be older with a bad attitude. You can't be fat with a bad attitude. You need to humble yourselves. The men don't want it and they never gonna accept it because they don't like it. It's just like if you like the Rolls Royce or a Lambo and you love that car and you like that car, you always gonna love and like that car. You ain't gonna get with me, give me a motherfucking Mustang and then expect me not to still like the Rolls Royce or the fucking Lambo. Are you out your fucking minds? Because that's what y'all doing. Let me translate that. You're not gonna give me some fat motherfucker and then I like these type of women, some thick, nice looking women, and expect me to take this fat motherfucker and not like what I like and I've liked my whole motherfucking life. What I like is gonna stay there. I'm gonna always like it. So we should marry what we like. And what we like has to also treat us right, has to also have a great attitude, has to also cater to us. The man is the prize. I heard this shit. The woman was hearing all this shit that the man had to be. She had a list. Oh, he need to be this tall. He need to look like this. He need to have this kind of money. He need to drive this kind of car. He need to look this kind of way. But even though he got all that stuff, I'm still the prize. How the fuck are you the prize? Ladies, you're not the prize. If a man got all that shit and you ain't got none of that shit, he the prize. You ain't shit.
He's right, you know.
It's a bunch of you. It's billions of you. You're not special to us. You're only special to us if you get with us in a relationship, if we know you, and it's like that. You're not even special to us if we know you and you just somebody we know. Like, say I seen you as a neighbor and you came out and you looked at all right. You ain't special to me. You just a fucking neighbor. If war comes to this motherfucking block, I ain't studying your ass. You ain't my fucking chick. I ain't studying your ass. I'm only focused on what's in my house and the people I'm cool with. If I ain't cool with you, I ain't fucking with you. And all men are gonna be like that. Only the fat guy that's gonna run out there and say, save him. We can't let him do that. I'd rather take a bullet. He's the idiot. The rest of us ain't going for it. And some of them fat guys ain't going for it either. They're going to say, fuck her. I don't know her. Boom. And that's the way we see you. That's how we see you. I don't know how you guys, women, can look at men and not give a shit about the men you don't know, but then thinking, yo man, some crazy fucking where that the men is supposed to see all y'all as special and treat you like queens when we don't know you. We think the same way you do. Same way you say fuck that nigga, the same way we say fuck that bitch. That's how we feel about it. And that's the truth. I don't give a shit who don't like it. I'm telling it what it is. Put it in a pipe and smoke it. That's all I'm going to say to you. I could go on with this shit forever. But the shit I'm hearing come out the women's mouths, y'all have unrealistic expectations, and y'all live in rainbow land, is what I call it. Imaginary fucking land, okay? Y'all's far from home. Y'all like Dorothy. There's no place, because you ain't at home. You somewhere else. Marriage is not a man's goal, ladies. It's a woman's goal. It's a below average man goal. If you want marriage, go get those guys. Only some above average men want to marry and be willing to split their shit. And the only way they do that, she has to be everything he wants. Listen to what I said carefully. The woman, when a man marries, she is special to him. I'm going to repeat this because all you ladies need to hear this. When a man marries, the woman is special to him. Meaning, she hasn't had a lot of sexual partners. She treats him like a king. She caters to him. She's beautiful to him. She's attractive to him. She does the things he wants, and she's a submissive, feminine, friendly woman. And when we say friendly, we don't mean everybody else. We mean good attitude. If you are those things, you will be a wife. The Bible says when man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. It don't say all women are wives. A lot of you are just hoes. I'm sorry, but you are. And a lot of you are just on the bye-bye train. Bye-bye. Just watch it go by. We don't give a shit about it. Listen to me. The women said some really stupid shit on that panel. And I did not like that shit they said, and the men did not correct them. And I saw it in the men's faces. They were nodding their head in disagreement. And over that money and them chicks on that panel, I don't mean to say it like that, but it's the truth. They didn't want to tell them anything. I'm sorry, but if I'd have been there, I would have hurt all their motherfucking feelings, because I would have told everybody the truth. And I wouldn't have gave a fuck what nobody said in that room, because everybody know that that's the truth. But they don't want to say it out loud. No, only people that don't know are the fucking women. The women are stupid guys because you guys don't want to tell their ass what fucking time it is. And their time is run out, most of them. And it's running out. And you guys need to just tell them the truth, because let's get real. Everybody keep talking about woman make life. No, she fucking don't. Babies come through them. It don't come from them. Listen to me, ladies. The man carries the X and the Y chromosome. Yours and mine is in us, in our nutsack. You only carry the X chromosome. You don't even determine what sex the baby gonna be. The men are making the motherfucking women out here and making the men out here. The women are only carrying the baby. It's in them. It's incubated. God sends the spirit and soul to incarnate the body. If no spirit or soul goes into the body and he don't send one, the body's born dead. So it's God and man making a union inside the woman. The woman's incubating and carrying that union, which makes us special. But it's God and man that's making that baby. That's his seed. And when that baby come out, it's whatever he selected it to be with his X and Y chromosome. He determines if you're a woman or you a fucking man. So where the fuck are you making it at? You ain't making shit. You carrying it. It's coming through you, not from you. And all the men are like, oh, the woman is this and she created life. No, she is not. The man and God is creating the life. She's carrying the life. If they get another incubator, she won't even be needed. That's what they're saying right now. Wake up. Ladies, you're not special. He didn't create you to be special. He didn't create you to be our equals. This is in your books. Man is superior genetically in every way, and he created them that way for a reason. We're the builders of his worlds. All worlds, when they look at another world and they looking through the telescope or the Hubble scope and they seeing straight lines, that's an intelligent mathematical being over there. And it is a male, because the males build shit. So when they looking for aliens, they're not saying it's some alien girls out there. You don't hear them saying that. They're looking for men. Because anything that invade us will be men. It'll be male, and it will be dangerous, because it don't have the beliefs that we do. It don't have the compassion that we do. It's gonna be different. Everybody keep trying to impose their beliefs and their belief system on everybody, and not understand that you just treat everybody fair and respectfully and you're fine. Meaning you could believe in Allah and I can believe in God. You could believe in Jesus and we can all just get along. Because we can respect each other. If it makes you a good man for Allah, I'm cool with you as long as you're a good man. I don't give a fuck. But ladies, I'm saying this because it's important and it really triggered me a little bit with that panel shit. And excuse me, and the shit I keep hearing from the women. I done had women come to me with this same dumb shit, and I realize the women are just fucking lost. Okay, that's why I say it in almost every video, because you are lost. Marriage is not a man's goal. He has time, something you don't have. His body is biologically different from yours. He can make babies until he dies if he takes care of himself. So we don't have to worry about eggs, and we don't have to worry about our bodies getting fucked up from it. It don't do nothing to us. We're made to procreate. We're made to multiply. Ladies, I'm sorry, but you weren't created to do that. The man was. And you have to stay in your nature and in your role. When you start becoming masculine, you're getting on the man's role. You're going to get, everything's going to get fucked up because you're not in your feminine energy. You in the man's energy, and that don't belong to you. He didn't create you to be a man. He would have gave you a penis and gave you the muscle mass and the bone density and structure that I do. And he gave you everything he gave us. We're faster than you, stronger than you. We're superior to you genetically in our way, and you have your advantages too. So it's not a bad thing, but you're not created to be our equals. We're not here to compete with you. Therefore, we never look at you guys as a challenge. And it's amazing how women want to challenge men, masculine as fuck, get a little power, can't handle the shit. Your emotions and feminine shit get into it. You turn masculine, and then you think you can beat the man, you can outrun the man, you can outlift the man, and y'all get set down by the lowest of men. Not even the men that are running, because you would not even be seen on the track if the men that really ran against the women that really ran. You would get blowed out your fucking shoes. If the men that really could lift and got there and the women that could lift went with the men, you would be completely unheard of. You would be unthought of. You would not even make the beginning of it. You couldn't fuck with the men on the smallest level if it went to the most heaviest lifters and the most heaviest women lifters. You couldn't do it. So get the fuck out of here with being even and equal and all this crazy shit that you thinking. It just ain't so. Our goals are different, ladies. Marriage only comes into it with a man if you are physically what he wants and you give him all the things he wants. It ain't just your looks. You have to have a great attitude. Y'all have bad attitudes. You already gonna be red flagged, and you already gonna be closed curtain and toe tagged. You out of here because you're recreational use only. You not a relationship. You dead on arrival if you come in there beautiful with a bad attitude. Ain't no man gonna want a marriage with you. They ain't gonna even want a relationship with you. Look at the men's actions and not just what they're saying. Some of us tell you the truth and we do what we say. Some of us say one thing and do something different because they don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. You can take it or leave it. I don't really give a shit what you want to do, but I'm telling you the truth because y'all seem to be lost. And I got to say what I got to say because y'all don't get it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say with this, all right? Good day.